The city of New Orleans, really a sight to see and a wonderful place to visit. We're happy to be here tonight. New Orleans, land of the Pelicans, and a fine Western Conference battle at the New Orleans Arena. Well, what better way to spend a Monday night than with the 2K sports team and the NBA. Welcome, everyone. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. And, of course, Alex Len. We'll get to see him for the first time playing for the Grizzlies.
And speaking of the trade, I spoke to him earlier, and, man, was he excited about getting the opportunity at a fresh start. He thinks he'll be able to get them to that next level, and I'm sure that's what their thought process was when they made the deal.
All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So, on the floor for Memphis, Anderson at the small forward and Jackson at the 4. AI is out there with Conley, and it's Gasol at the center. We are far enough into the season now to determine the true contenders, Clark, or do you feel that isn't revealed until closer to playoff time?
No, I think you start to narrow that list down right now, Kevin. I mean, you begin to see which teams are capable of making runs in the playoffs. And obviously, anything can happen between now and the playoffs, but the teams that are going to be there battling, you get a pretty good read on who those teams are right now.
And Holiday kicks to Randall. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Moore. No good off the back of the rim. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, a while ago, Alvin Gentry and I were able to chat. He's looking to even the season series with a win tonight. He told me he knows his team can play better than they did the last time, and he thinks with the strong defense and shot blocking, they can make things difficult at that end of the floor. We'll see if they can impose their will tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks for the report, David. So their focus, guys, is going to be on defense right away.
And that's always a good philosophy. Don't let an opponent get settled. Try to take them out of their game early.
And, you know, that's all about energy. Coming out with fresh legs and putting a lot of effort into the defense.
Here's AI after Drew Holiday's score, and the basket is good.
Excellent awareness there, zipping the ball over to the perfect spot to score it.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And Moore kicks to Mirotic over Jackson, and there's Mirotic on the assist from Moore.
And, you know, Kevin, they count on him to provide offense, and he knows how to fill it up.
It's AI, top of the key. Gasol dishes to AI. Outside Conley. Just 5 on the clock. Again, Memphis.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
For New Orleans, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Hill against Anderson. Here's Mirotic, and finished off by Mirotic.
Terrific timing on that pass, placing it in a great spot, ideal spot where his teammate could score.
To the paint. Here's Jackson. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. And Holiday kicks to Mirotic. Hill looking it over. That's tipped, and that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. And now a chance to honor a player who has been on fire recently. His play has earned him Player of the Week in the West.
Basketball is one of the few sports where good offense beats good defense, and nobody has had better offense than him lately. I don't think there's anybody in the league that could have slowed him down on offense. He was unstoppable, to say the least.
The offensive rebound, Mirotic, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. New Orleans shooting their first free throws of the night. The first one falls. And the Pelicans making a change here. Payton's checked in. And so Mirotic nails both of them.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
To the left side wing. Jackson passes to Reyes. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Green's checked in. Now here's Payton. Against Cleveland, he was really on his game. With the teardrop, the shot by Holiday, no good.
The defense did not do a good job guarding that one, Kevin. Don't know how he missed that layup.
And even now in his mid-30s, Marc Gasol is fantastic. Gives you everything you want at that center position. Strong defender and rebounder, and he has a host of ways to get you buckets.
Now Payton, after the missed 3 from Reyes, that misses off the backboard.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain-neutral position.
And with Gasol, he continues to develop his outside shot, Greg, to act as a stretch center now.
Yeah, and really the combination of his 3-ball shooting and his passing really, even at this stage of his career, makes him a tough cover. You worry if he'll settle too much for that outside shot, but boy, when he is on, there are few answers for slowing him down.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Grizzlies. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, it is always a great feeling when you go the extra distance, double OT in this case, and are able to come away with that win.
Now here's Payton after the miss from Reyes. Payton finds Mirotic. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. AI dishes to Gasol over Randall. Almost, but it rolls out. The Pelicans trail. Outside Hill. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Hill's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. So timeout called here. A first for Memphis. Their last encounter was in New Orleans, where they were able to handle the Pelicans.
A huge margin of victory for them when these two teams squared off last, and they got scoring from up and down their lineup.
Yeah, the reserves, the guys coming off the bench, Greg, made their presence felt.
AI kicks to Brooks. Back to AI, 11 feet away, and the shot goes in. AI's got 6 points. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. They've got Payton. Miller is out there with Jahlil Okafor. Then there's Etuan Moore, and it's Ajinça in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Took him no time at all on that one. And now a 9-point Grizzly lead. The Pelicans have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Spurs got the job done. He scored 34 points and seemed to be playing in slow motion with a huge number of assists. Talk about taking over a game. He was fantastic. Nobody stopped him once he got going. And I'm sure he'll be looking to do the same thing here tonight. Kevin?
David, appreciate the report. He was a one-man show in that game.
And, you know, it'll be interesting to see how much that took out of him. I mean, he'll have a hard time putting up anything even close to those numbers here tonight.
Well, Greg, you know where I'm going. He was a stat sheet stuffer in that game. Did a little bit of everything and did it all well.
Conley gets the bucket.
And you have to admire his focus. Not a good matchup for him in terms of size differential.
Yeah, and even with the defender hovering all over him, Greg, he would not be denied.
Okafor against Jackson. Pocket 6. And it's Moore penetrating. Here's Ajinça. A solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. He has 6.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And he gets the bucket.
Boy, the confidence of Gasol on the block is really impressive to see. I mean, once he gets good positioning, he goes right to work.
Conley against Payton. Over Conley. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut back down to 7 after the points coming from Payton.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
They get it again, and Jackson gets it to go. Jackson's got his second bucket of the night.
Much love goes his way. I mean, he refused to give up on the glass. Nice to see him rewarded because of his hustle.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans, coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Away from home, you got to execute, and they did that flawlessly.
And that's what it comes down to, execution, especially when you're on the road. Can you follow your game plan? I thought they were awesome in that game.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Randall's checked in for Alexis Ajinça. Mirotic comes in for Okafor. Solomon Hill, he's checked in for Darius Miller. And it's Holiday in for Payton. The Grizzlies also making a change. Anderson's checked in, and it's blocked by Mirotic. Outside Holiday. Outside Hill. The 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. They host the Spurs after this one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. A nice shot by AI.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Mirotic against Jackson. And Mirotic kicks to Holiday. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Randall no good.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
Reyes, the pass to Conley. Back to AI. And it's blocked by Mirotic. And he gets it back. It's good. AI's got 12.
Yeah, he's building off that strong first quarter, Kevin. Rising up and hitting shots with confidence.
And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That is his first foul of the game. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a 10-point. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. We've seen AI really making a difference here.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
Yeah, and it's been fun to watch, partner, because not only is he shooting a high percentage, a good percentage, he's also carrying the team.
Tipping off the second half, here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. Jackson down low with Gasol. Conley out there with AI. And it's Anderson in at the 3, the small forward. The Grizzlies have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
Clark, if you need to win a Game 7, and you can't have KD or LeBron, but you can have any other one player in the league, who would you pick?
Wow, if you can't have either one of those guys.
How do you like that question?
There's a great list. Harden, Curry, Kyrie Irving, Kawhi Leonard when healthy. And I think you'd have to throw Russell Westbrook in there, too, for a one-game situation where he could just go with the band that he goes with. But I think I'm going to hang my hat with Kyrie Irving since he was part of bringing a championship to the Cavs a couple of years ago, my hometown.
To the wing on the left. AI kicks to Gasol. Some nice passing there by Memphis.
Yeah, and it doesn't take much elevation for Gasol to throw one down, of course, unless somebody's standing right in his way. That dunk is going to be easy money for him.
Pass to Hill. And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And so here is New Orleans. They trail by 14. Jackson against Hill. 6 to shoot. Pulls up. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Gasol's got 5 rebounds tonight. And a wide open look for AI. The three-pointer no good.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Outside Holiday. Rebounded by Jackson.
And, they don't have it right now. I mean, missing their first 3 shots so far this half, slow start.
Conley with the 3. Mirotic grabs the miss. Mirotic has got 5 rebounds tonight. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Hill finds Mirotic. They could use a bucket. He can't hit that time. And it's Memphis the other way.
That's a big donut, folks, here to start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
Jackson passes to Reyes. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. 16 points for AI. Pelicans trail by 16. Passes to Mirotic. Now here is Hill. Back to Mirotic. Three-pointer. And it's AI with the rebound. AI's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Offensively, the struggles continue. 0 for 5 to start the half.
Can't hit that one.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Holiday, the pass to Moore. And the layup's good off the glass.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Some changes for New Orleans. Okafor is checked in for Mirotic. Darius Miller comes in for Hill, and it's Elfrid Payton in for Moore. Then for the Grizzlies, Alex Len's checked in for Jackson. Brooks comes in for Kyle Anderson, and Andrew Harrison subbed in for Mike Conley. Len, and the dunk by Len.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
Okafor dishes to Miller. A three-pointer off the mark. And the Grizzlies leading by 16. Brooks with no one around. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Brooks has got his second bucket tonight.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And Holiday kicks to Miller. Back to Holiday. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Len down low. Randall on him. And it's Len. That time on the assist by AI. AI's got 5 assists in the game. And here's Holiday. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game. Here's Okafor. Out to Payton. Over Harrison. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The position of power forward, Clark, that was your position, did you? To the inside, and Anderson gets it to go.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Payton and Holiday are together in the backcourt. Julius Randle is out there with Mirotic, and it's Hill in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads speeds to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Holiday with the three. Hands it from downtown. Holiday's got 8 points in the quarter.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Reyes, the pass to Jackson. Back to AI. Poked loose. Out of bounds. New Orleans will take possession. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting. You look at AI. He's got a place in the starting lineup as it stands now. He's at number 5 in the Western Conference. A great All-Star weekend it'll be. We'll keep you updated as we get closer. Some changes for New Orleans. Clark, he's checked in for Holiday. And it's Jackson in for Elfrid Payton. And Memphis also making a switch. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Kyle Anderson. Hill kicks to Jackson. Teams of the past would often pound the offensive glass, Clark. I think of the '84 Celtics, but now teams are running only one, maybe 2 guys to the offensive boards.
I think a big part of it is transition defense is so important that teams now don't send as many people to the offensive glass. But the flip side of that is if you get offensive rebounds, you get opportunities to score and you can thwart transition chances. So I tilt towards trying to get to the offensive glass as long as you've got a couple of guys that are really good at it.
Brooks misses. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Clark finds Jackson. And the call will be against Julius Randle. That'll be his second foul of the game. Sheck Diallo, he's checked in for the Pelicans. And here are the Grizzlies with it. They're on a 16-6 run. Shoots it. And AI with the basket on the assist by Jackson. 20 points for AI.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Jackson passes to Mirotic. He kicks to Randle. The fadeaway. And the Pelicans miss again.
The defense has to be better. I mean, they were fortunate that he missed that mid-range jumper. It certainly wasn't because of the defense.
Outside Conley. Here's Reyes. And he drops in the layup off the glass. AI's got 22.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
Outside Mirotic. Here's Clark. He's guarded by AI. 4 on the clock. Diallo.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Here's Reyes. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. 24 points for AI.
He has a little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the limb.
Trickeration. I like that, partner. That's pretty strong word creation. And you've got to be creative, though, whether you're commentating or hooping, especially when you're going inside.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And since they've come out of halftime, they've been extremely poised and very efficient.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, certainly a step up from the first half. They're more engaged, more focused here in this second half, and they're getting good results.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Randle. Okafor comes in for Sheck Diallo. And Miller's subbed in for Mirotic. Here's Ajinça. It's rebounded by Memphis. Gasol's got his 8th rebound here tonight. AI kicks to Gasol. Memphis moving that ball around. And Okafor with the block. Knocked loose. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Okafor. And the Grizzlies with some changes. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Alders, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you next time.
Big time. Dominate. Exactly what it was. What a play.